Okay. Good morning. My name is Gordon McFarland, and I'll be your Master of Ceremonies for this morning's press conference. I'd like to welcome everyone to City Hall and to Summerside, especially MLA Gerard Greenan, the Honorable Attorney General and Minister of Education, and MLA for the Summerside area. Unfortunately, Mayor Basil Stewart couldn't be with us this morning. He had a meeting in Labrador City over the last few days, and the storm stayed in. So, the winter weather is approaching quickly. I'd like to welcome Chief of Police Dave Poirier, Sergeant Barry Arsnow, members of the media, and special friends. Welcome to day 29 of an 8-month tour across Canada called SOS4000. This is a torch relay being brought to us by an organization called Step by Step. The founder of this organization, George Marcello, is here today with us. George has been the recipient of 2 liver transplants over the last dozen years, and since his first transplant has gone on to become a real promoter for organ donation throughout Canada and around the world. In this relay, Step by Step, SOS4000, started in St. John's, Newfoundland on October the 1st. The torch was officially lit and began its cross-Canada journey. The Torch of Life is an Olympic-style torch and has accumulated many amazing stories over the years, and has been touched by millions of people, including Pope John Paul II, who blessed the torch on September 5th in 2001 at the Vatican. In June of this year, the torch was dedicated to the late Canadian Olympic swimmer Victor Davis, whose donated organs saved the lives of 6 people. For this relay across Canada, over 100 students have been selected and will carry the torch for their respective communities. Today I'd like to welcome Stephannie, Ellis, Mikayla, Clow, and Taylor Stright, who will be the torch champions for the Summerside area. So now I'd like to ask the Honorable Gerard Greenan, who was my 5th grade teacher as well as some of his other accomplishments, to come to the podium and say a few words on behalf of the province.
Thank you, Gordon. And on behalf of the government, I want to congratulate George on this excellent effort. Events like this go a long way to raise awareness and engage people in activities to take action. Organ and tissue donation is vital to our health care, and awareness and education are the most powerful tools that we have to increase the number of organ donations in our communities. I encourage each of you to talk to your family members and your physician about what it takes for you to become an organ donor, and to indicate your wishes clearly to others. I have in my own organ donor card here. My wife and I and our 2 sons are all organ. We wish to, at a point in our life, if that comes, to give our organs to those in need. Thank you for coming out today and for taking the next steps in becoming organ donors. Together we can all make a difference. And Gordon, it was indeed a pleasure to have you as a student in grade 5, and I certainly, because of what you have gone through, that's why I am a holder of this card today.
Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce George Marcello, the founder of Step by Step, to say a few words on this relay and his story.
I would like to first of all thank Gordon McFarland for accepting the task of organizing not only today's event, but also in helping to organize the events in Charlottetown. We have it, actually it's probably going to become now a 3-city stop. I think Souris is probably going to come on board on Thursday as well. We just I just received the memo on that. Basically, my story was one similar to Gordon's, where, you know, I was given the tragic news that I only had so much time left in my life, and I needed a organ transplant. And it was during that time that I found out the grim realities of Canada's organ shortage. Like Gordon, I was one of the fortunate ones to have received an organ. But during my time and stay in the hospital, and I was in a Toronto hospital, I had witnessed almost every other day somebody on my floor that was not as fortunate and was passing away because an organ didn't arrive. And there was actually 2 hallways when people used to get wheeled out of their rooms. One was going towards the surgery because an organ had come, and the other hallway led to the morgue because an organ didn't come. And more than often, the one leading to the morgue was being used much more often than the one where organs were being available. So this is what I was witnessing every day while I was waiting myself. And after receiving this wonderful and precious gift, and you know, like any organ recipient will tell you, you get your whole life back. And I was back in the gym training in 3 months, and I came away knowing that there had to be something done about this shortage in Canada, because it was during that time, and as it is still today, Canada has one of the lowest rates of organ donations in the world, and there's a lot of organs going to waste. And at the beginning, when I first started my quest, most Canadians didn't even know that fact. And as I was going from, during my tours in the past 10 years, and speaking to a lot of Canadians across the country, they weren't aware of that fact, and they were all kind of shocked that Canada had the lowest rate of organ donations. And almost every Canadian that I talked to along the way as well had a desire to become an organ donor.